to your G4 locally, go up here to your Collect button. After clicking the Collect button, you should have your device ID and your device ID, or which would be the same name for your one measurement tube. So in this case, I have one measurement tube turned on in my XFC G4, and it has the same name as my station ID. And underneath this flow measurement tube, I have some choices that I can make. So I have characteristics, daily records, log records, and events. I also have a trend file that was built later in the tutorial, and I can collect the trend file at the same time. So when you get to that portion, you can collect the trend file and view it or output the file. So the next thing we need to look at is the outputs, and you can see this is kind of broke up into three boxes. We have the output section, we have the range section, and then we have some custom output files here. And so the first one we're going to look at is a laptop file. And when we collect historical data, it automatically creates a laptop file for us, and so that's why it's grayed out, letting you know that you are in fact collecting a laptop file. But we could output to the screen, so if we check the box here that says screen, after we collect this data, it's going to populate to the screen and we can go through and look at it. So that's what I'm going to do for this tutorial. We can also output to our archive database. We can output to DOS meter file or TF data file or long-term database, and then since I am in fact collecting a trend, I could also output the trend database. The range, by default, all data, or I could check last and then put in amount of days that I want to grab. And so by default 30 days. So I'm going to go back to all data and just grab everything out of this G4 that's in there. And then down here at the bottom, I have spreadsheet log period file, spreadsheet daily, totals, and then if you were going to do a coastal flow or ASCII file, you could also choose those. Now, from this directory, we could choose the help, and from here this should be context sensitive and will fill us in on how to do exactly what we're talking about step by step, and then it should also fill us in on what each one of the files do for us. Okay, so there's ASCII and the coastal flow and so forth. Now, if I do collect a spreadsheet, then we could go out to the directory where it saves the spreadsheet and take a look at it. And same way with the laptop file. You're asking where is this laptop file going to be saved, so I'm going to take a second and show you that. Come up here to your setup button, drop that down. Let's jump over to directory paths, and right here I have data file path. It's under C:\PCCU7\PCCU data, and then it's going to be / and then the name of my flow computer, and then that would be my laptop file that we're actually collecting. And then the same way with the archive directory, long-term database, and then also the spreadsheet file. And so you can see each one of them has a directory path. And so after we make our choices in the historical collection window, it's going to send it to these directory paths, and then this is the default that I have set up here. You could browse at this point and find a specific place that you wanted to send, say the laptop file for example. You would just choose that here.